Using a couple of techniques, we are going to create text that types along a line and also text that types within a shape, and also how to stroke a path or a line. So I'm going to use this very famous picture of the Christian Dior New Look bar suit as my example, and I've extracted the shape of the model already, and I have her here, and I've just filled her with black so that she's very graphic and we can see her. So what I would like to do first is I would like to type along a path. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a selection around that image again by holding down Command and clicking the icon, and I'm going to go up to another layer. So now I have just a plain selection on a blank layer, and what I need to do is I need to turn this into a path. So if I go to the marquee tool, there is a tool within the marquee tool that will turn this into a path or a command. So if I right or control click, I can come down here to make work path. It defaults to 2.0, which is great. Say OK, and now I've created a path. So now if I go to my type tool and choose a type, we have Futura medium, let's say 12 point, and this pink is kind of nice. And notice that my icon for the type tool has like brackets around it, but as I come close to the path, it turns into like a little diagonal line. Once that happens, and it will happen anywhere that you come near the path, and wherever you are along that path, once that happens, you can click and you can put your cursor onto that path, and now as you type, and I'm not going to type anything for real because I can't type that fast and I just want to get it done, but now as you type, it will follow perfectly that path. And you'll notice as you experiment with this that different size fonts look better than others given different paths. But that's a graphic thing. That's up to you. So there we have it. So now we have a path that we've typed along. And if you right click along there and rasterize the type, the path will go away. So now let's go back to her. Let's turn off that text. Let's do this all over again. Click on the icon to put a selection around her and go up to a new layer. And we're going to turn that into work path by using the marquee tool, controller right clicking, make work path. Okay, so now we have a work path. Go back to the type tool. This time I'm going to change the color to like a lime green color, which I think would be nice. And this time, instead of typing along the path, I would like to type within the shape. So this time I'm going to go to the internet, and I'm going to go to Wikipedia, and I am going to copy and paste some text. I'm going to go to the Christian Dior page, since that is the image that we're working with, is Dior suit. I'm going to copy a bunch of text from there, copy, and this time when my text tool is selected, notice when I'm out here I have the brackets. When I get toward the path, I have the little line that appears when I can attach it to a path, and now when I go in it, I have a parenthesis that happens. And once that happens, you can just click within that path, and I'm going to go to a smaller size font, and I'm going to paste that text in that shape, and there we have it. So now when I come over here and I rasterize the type, the path will go away, and if I choose a different color for the background, let's say like this purpley lavender color, there you can see the text much better. So now, and if I turn on my other one, I already have quite an interesting graphic. Well, I'm going to turn those both off because I want to do one more thing, is I want to create a line that goes around there. And I'm going to put that selection up onto its own layer again. Now this time if I just wanted to stroke the line, we know how to do that. We come down to Effects, Stroke, and I'll put a very uniform line around there. But I would like something that has a little bit more of a hand-drawn look to it. And within the pen tool, there's a wonderful stroking device that will create a very handmade looking line. But again, I have to create that. I have to turn this selection into a path. So to do that, I'm going to, for the third time, go to make work path. Okay, so now I have a work path. and it's up on its own layer. So what I need to do is I need to set up the tool with which I'm going to stroke the line. And I'm going to use a size 19, maybe a little bit bigger, size 26 hard edge brush. And I would like to make it be like this dark purple color, like so. And now since the stroking of the path is a pen tool function, I'm going to use my pen tool. The pen tool now figures that it made this path, so it will work on it. So now when I right click using the pen tool, there's something that says stroke path, brings up this dialog box. You can stroke the path with many different tools. I'm going to choose the brush because that's what I've set up to do it. And simulate pressure means that it will look as though it's a hand-drawn line. It will have thick and thin line quality, and it will have a very handmade look. If you flick that off, it would be a very uniform, solid line around there, just like us stroking using the effects dialog box. So we would like to have it simulate pressure. When I say OK, and then I right-click delete the path, you'll see that I have a very handmade looking line here, which is very beautiful. So now turn my two pieces of text information back on. So now I have this wonderful graphic. And finally, what I would like to do is I'm going to open up that image again that created this whole thing to begin with, just to sort of make it into something cool. And I'm going to drag this out like so until it's approximately the same size, like that. And then using my marquee tool, I'm just going to start cutting away, oops, that's not what I want to do, cutting away strips of that background hit delete image, just to sort of add another dimension of interesting graphic quality to it. So just drag out some of these, I'll make this really thin, like so, and then if I come above it, maybe I'll throw in one lime green line along there to give it sort of a real punch, like so. So now, there we have it. Using just a few tools, we've created a very interesting looking graphic that could be a great page for any sort of presentation or book or a greeting card or all sorts of things. So anyway, there you have it, typing along a path, typing within a shape made by a path, stroking a path. Hope that helps. As usual, give me an email if you have problems.